All right, guys, welcome back. We're just going to go over the five good emperors here. So again, take notes on these guys, right? They'll be on the quiz, um, and I'll try to make the quiz a little bit easier. Because I know we did a lot of notes over the internet. We didn't really get to talk too much. But anyways, let's dive into these five good emperors here, and we'll see what each one of them does. So the first guy is Nevra. So Nevra makes our list just for a few simple reasons. Okay, first things first, he forbid castrations. Good thing. All right. Another good thing that he does is uncles marrying nieces gets disallowed. So you can't do that anymore. So like that creepy uncle. Yeah, they're not. Don't worry, they're not going to marry you, ladies, anymore at least. Okay. So Nevra makes our list just for that fact. Just basic human stuff. Number two, Trajan. Trajan is the last emperor to expand the Roman Empire. We want to write that down because the question literally is, who's the last emperor to expand Rome? Well, the answer is Trajan. Great military leader, obviously. Knows a little bit about politics, enough to get support so he can go and do these campaigns. But Trajan really makes our list because he's the last emperor to go out and gain new territory. He also builds like the Forum, the Trajan Forum. Basically, he was going to kind of like update. It would be like if the president updated like the Capitol Hill. Like instead of the Senate, we have a new Senate building, for example. So he just kind of updates everything. Another good way to keep the politicians happy if you're a emperor. Um, and again, you can kind of see. I'll make it full screen for this one so we can take a look here. So you can now see the Roman Empire and how far it stretches. Okay, um, basically, yeah. If it's not salmon colored or if it's not tan and it's purple or pink or blue, I'm colorblind, so like they all look the same. That's the Roman Empire at this point. So we have Rome basically here, this one city. If we think all the way back to Romulus and Remus, it all starts here and then it spreads and spreads and spreads. Um, and so this is going to become the downfall of Rome, though. That's what our next notes are on. Basically, Rome gets too big, and it can't be ruled by one person or one single entity because, if we think about it, even if I put different people in charge all over this map, there's no cell phones, there's no internet, there's no telephones, the only way to get messages or to get orders from one place to another is by horseback or by ship. And obviously it takes time, and that's a problem. So eventually Rome's almost just going to get too big for its own good. All right, let's keep it going. Number three, his name is Hadrian. And Hadrian's going to build this thing called Hadrian's Wall. It's going to separate Scotland and England all the way up in the north up here. All right. And so built Hadrian's Wall. It's 73 miles, kind of like a mini Great Wall of China, like really mini. Travels the entire empire, and he also builds the Pantheon. Now, Hadrian, the question on the test is going to be, the test question is, who built Hadrian's Wall? Guys, please don't get this one wrong. Okay? Write it down so you have it in your notes, but you should never get that one wrong. The other thing that comes from the test questions from Hadrian is the Pantheon. And the question is, why did he build the Pantheon? Or what's the meaning behind it? Well, the Pantheon is basically built and it's dedicated to the other gods. So if you want to write that down, Pantheon dedicated to the other gods. All right. And they'll talk more about Hadrian's Wall and the Pantheon in our Engineering and Empire Rome that we're going to start later on this week, probably on Thursday and Friday. So if I'm skipping over a lot of this architecture stuff, it's for a reason. I don't want to kind of bog you guys down, and I also want to keep these notes short enough so people will actually click on them and watch them. All right. So we're going to skip through the Pantheon. No big deal. Moving on to number 4 and number 5, our last slide of the day. Antonius Pius, he ruled largely at a time of peace and prosperity. We're not going to spend too much time on him. We just got to know that he's one of the good emperors. And the last guy that we're going to talk about is Marcus Aurelius, the last of the Stoics. After Marcus, things go way downhill for Rome. So you want to know he's like the last good emperor. He brings Rome to its greatest economic height. If you guys ever watched the movie Gladiator, we may watch it together, like I said. But if you ever watched it before, Marcus Aurelius is at the very beginning of Gladiator. Marcus Aurelius is the old guy that dies, if you know what I'm talking about from the movie. So Marcus Aurelius is actually in the movie Gladiator. But those are the last four. Obviously, I highlighted. I focus more on some people, right? Trajan, Hadrian, right? When we kind of skipped over a few like Pius and obviously Marcus Aurelius. And Marcus Aurelius too. We'll talk more about him if we get to watch the video. All right, that's it for the notes, guys. Again, you guys know what you're looking for. The vocab's right here that we're going to be kind of covering for a while now. But like some of these guys are on there, like Marcus Aurelius is right there. Obviously, you can kind of tell we're going to start talking about covering Christianity, our next world religion that we're going to look at. You can kind of see that from just like some of the vocab: Jesus, crucifixion, Diaspora, Council of Nicaea, Last Supper. So we'll be getting into the religion side of things for a little bit as well. But that's not going to be until next week, according to my chart. All right, that's all I got, guys. If you have questions, let me know or email me. If you want to set up a 1v1 Zoom or Google Hangout meeting, email me. We can set that up. If you're confused on anything, just let me know. And make sure to check out the video clips for this video note series because they're pretty good videos, actually. Especially some of the video clips on Circus Maximus. I really like those ones. All right, talk to you guys later. Have a good day.